Welcome, your saltwater guide, Captain Dave Hansen, with another great podcast for you today, coming to you live from the Phoenix airport. So if you start to hear some chatter over the PA, it's because I'm at the airport. So just bear with me here. It's Promar Ahi USA Tuesday, and we'll be showing you something that's coming up quicker than you can imagine. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. But I want to thank you all for joining us, those of you listening around the world on the podcast, and those of you watching us live on YouTube and Facebook. Gang, thank you so much. The YouTube channel is growing so fast. We're growing. We've got 2,000 new subscribers a month right now, and that's going up every minute. It's just amazing. So make sure if you're watching on YouTube, you hit the subscribe button, you hit the like button. Those of you that are watching on Facebook, make sure you sprinkle some stars on our show today and let us know that you appreciate the show. And we're going to talk a lot today about how good the website's working for all the members and how the community is probably one of the most important parts of this website. You got to listen to our guide yesterday talking about how they're going out there with other people on their boats and actually changing what people are catching on a daily basis. That's a huge bonus as being a part of the website. But the other big bonus to our website is the community section. The community section is one of those things that I wish we would have had when I was a young man running sport boats out of San Clemente, Dana Point, Newport Beach, up and down the coast. Real live information with nothing, no baloney, just real guys out there catching real fish, real members catching real fish and sharing with you exactly what they're doing. As some of you were reading some of the comments on the community yesterday when we were flashing it up with Sonny and Avery and Justin and Pablo, you were seeing what really going on out there on the water. I just want to show you, those of you that are looking right now, I want to show you a few more of these comments that are coming up. If you look at Franklin out at the Channel Islands catching halibut with his son, look at the smile on his son's face. And those of you that are listening on the podcast, I'll just read to you what it says. It says, we got him, found where the halibut was stacked up. Got a big starry flounder too. 60 to 80 feet of water right on top of the squid beds, right outside of the green banks. That's just a phenomenal report. I mean, that is real-time information coming off the water from real fishermen that are out fishing every single day. You're not going to find this on any other website that I can think of, gang, where they're sharing real-time information, what they're doing out on the water. Here we go. Here's Peter. He fished Saturday morning at low tide at San Mateo Point and got his sea bass of a lifetime here. Those of you that are listening to the podcast, you can't see, but he's got a nice 40-pound white sea bass. That's his biggest personal best. He caught that fishing the way we talk about fishing on the website with the live mackerel on the dropper loop, fishing at San Mateo Point. That's down off of San Clemente, California. And this is just some of the really cool things that I think are super important to building a real fishing community, sharing real-time information that really matters and really helps each other to catch fish when you're out fishing on your private boat. And then we also have quite a few people that are sharing what they're doing when they're going on the sport boats and the right sport boat that they're going on and how they're interacting with the crew and how the crew is interacting with them. These are all real-time reports that I think are super important to building a real fishing community. And I think it's super important and super imperative for those of you that are just thinking about this to get on this message board right now and send me your email address. And I'll do everything I can to make sure that I'll do everything in my power to make sure that you get your own access to the website so you can check out everything for free. You can jump on there and you can look at all the reports and see if this website's even for you. This could be the thing that puts you over the top, especially with the price of fuel today. And time, just your time away from family to go out on your boat and try to catch fish without any real-time information, it's tough. If you don't have a really good code group that's willing to share the information with you when you're out on the water, it's going to be really, really hard to figure this thing out on your own. So I think it's super important to have that kind. I'm sorry, they're talking over me right now on the PA. They got 3 PAs going at the same time. So I hope you can hear me. I'm doing the very best I can from the airport. Those of you that didn't watch the show yesterday, I'm flying up to see my granddaughter today. So I didn't want to leave anybody hanging. I wanted to make sure I got this podcast in. So just hang with us for a few seconds here while we wait for them to quit making these announcements about wearing your mask in the airport and making sure that just hang in there. They're almost done here. And we'll see. We'll keep this going the best we can. We'll throw up another report while we're waiting for them to stop. You can read that report while we're waiting. I can't really say it because all these PAs are going off at the same time. It's crazy times here. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Sorry, everybody. Oh, my goodness. I don't know why they want to make all these announcements right now. I got to the quietest part of the airport I could find. Listen. I wish Mario Williams would get on the plane so they could stop this nonsense. Come on, Mario, jump on there. Gang, it's Promar Ahi USA Tuesday. We always talk about a Promar product. If you could slide into the Promar shop and see what they got going on, you can enter right through the QR code that I'm going to flash up on the screen right now. If you enter through that QR code, or if you're in there shopping around, listening to the podcast, you go to promarahi.com. And when you're in there shopping, when you check out, you put in the code YSWG. Or if you enter through the QR code that we're flashing up on the screen on Facebook and YouTube, that'll enter you into the contest. And we're going to give away that free bag of swag on September 1st. Kelly Girl's going to pick one lucky winner like we do every month. And you're going to get a bag of swag. And gang, you can't even comprehend what I was going to talk about. And I was going to show you is, oh, come on, get on the plane, for God's sake. Jolena, get on the plane. Mario Williams, we need you over here, gate C. Charlie 4, your plane is fully boarded for Las Vegas. All they want to do is go if you just get on the plane, damn it, so we can do this podcast. But, gang, I want you to check out something. You won't even believe it. It's just about time for this to start happening, gang. I'm showing a picture of the Promar Eclipse HoopNet. It's almost HoopNet time, gang. This time it's going to start in the middle of September. We're at the end of August already, if you can believe that. It's HoopNet season. You're going to be catching lobsters and bluefin tuna and Dorado here in September. You want to make sure when you're over there on the Promar website, you get all your lobster gear. It's going to be here before you know it. You want to start getting all your gear. You want to get your hoop nets ready. You want to get your buoys ready. You want to get your lights. You want to get everything ready so that you're ready on opening day to start dropping these hoop nets and starting to catch these lobsters. If you go to the Promar website that we just flashed up on the screen, every single thing you need to be successful, the bait tubes, the hoop nets themselves, the line, a rope that you're going to need for when you're setting your hoop nets, the buoys, the light sticks, every single thing you need is available over at the Promar website. I can't even believe we're already talking about hoop netting, but it's going to be here quicker than you can imagine. So make sure you check out the website, promarahi.com, or grab it through that QR code and get over there. One really cool thing about our website, gang, those of you that were involved last year, we're giving you exactly where you need to go to catch lobsters. Besides the tuna, besides the Dorado, besides the white sea bass, besides all that, we have all the spots you need to be successful when you go hooping on your private boat. When I first started this hoop net thing back in 2006, 2007. I wish someone would have helped me out and showed me where to go. I was running charters and I didn't have a clue where to go fishing. But we figured it out, and now I put together a full library of all the spots where you need to go from San Diego Harbor all the way up to now we got Sunny involved. We're going to have lots of spots to fish up at the Channel Islands, which is going to be fun. There's so much to do when you're hoop net. There's so much fun to have. So make sure you check out the Promar site. Make sure you check out my website. Gang, if you want a free look at the website, feel free to send me your email at 949-374-0786. And as soon as I get off this podcast today, I'll get you a free membership to my website. You can go check everything out. I'll give you free access for 2 days to check everything out. The 14-day free trial we've been offering that for a long time. But in order to get that, you got to put in your credit card. And for some reason, I guess that just scares the heck out of people. So I'm offering you a free look. If you want to take a free look, jump on there right now. Go to yoursaltwaterguide.com or grab the QR code right there underneath the screen. Those of you that are listening to the podcast while you're driving around the United States, just send me a text at 949-374-0786. I'll give you a free look at the website. And then let's talk about what's going on. A lot of boats were out fishing today, and the fish snapped right back. The weather was pretty decent. I got a report from my good buddy Chase, who used to be a guide for us. Now he's running the Bongos boats. He got over to San Clemente Island this morning. First thing he did was found foamers 5 miles off the island. They're biting the surface iron. He got some nice bluefin doing that. There's just so much going on right now. That Dorado's going to come pouring in down south, just below the border. It was biting a little bit right before the hurricane, and now it's starting to show back up again. I talked to a couple guys this morning that were finding good Dorado kelps. They weren't catching them yet, but they were seeing lots of Dorado on the kelp eddies. The water's a little bit dirty along the coast because of all that runoff we just had, but if you hang in there and you wait till this weekend, I think everything's going to clean up. The water temperature is going to jump back up to the 70s here real quick, and I think we're in store for just a phenomenal season. I think you all just need to jump on the website, get over there, check out all the cool reports, see what everybody's posting over there, and I don't think you'll be disappointed. Tomorrow, show is going to be incredible. It's Kuma Wednesday, but we're going to be doing the show with my granddaughter, which is going to be just spectacular. My granddaughter will be hosting the show with me tomorrow, so you want to check into that show and make sure you check it all out. You watch us go live with my granddaughter. And then Thursday show is going to be incredible because we're going to have my son on the show. And I'm going to interview my son live in front of all you guys so you can find out what it was like to grow up as my son and get to hear all the cool stories of all the great things he got to do being Captain Dave's son. So check out that, gang. And I didn't want to let anybody down. I wanted to let everybody know that I'm still here for you, and I'm going to try to do the show from the airport. But as I'm seeing here, there's so much stuff going on the PAs. It's just so difficult. And the Restream's having a hard time getting the chats up, so I'm not getting the chats up here, which is crazy. So I don't know what you guys are sending me, what pictures or what you guys are talking about. I don't get to see any of that. My phone's not working in here, so this is all we got is the podcast right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it up because it's just too difficult to pull this off here today. Thank you all for those of you that did tune in, the 30, 40 people that did tune in. Thank you very much. I did the very best I could with the operation. It is amazing how many people are traveling. Absolutely amazing. The Phoenix airport is packed. Cabo San Lucas airport was packed. I guess it's the time of the year for everybody to go traveling. You guys have a great day. I'll see you all tomorrow. Make sure you tune in. Tomorrow will be a great show with my little granddaughter, Zaya. Thank you all very much for watching our podcast and being a part of. Make sure we're going to start talking about HoopNet here every week leading up to this. So make sure you get all your HoopNet gear. Go over to Promar. And don't forget to grab that QR code. because we're going to give away that free bag of swag on September 1st, and I know there'll be some lobster stuff in there. So don't forget to grab the QR code right now. Grab it and just enter through the QR code, and that'll enter you into the contest to win the free bag of swag. Have a great night, everybody, and I'll see you all tomorrow.